Hey there YouTube, I'm Joe, you're watching my channel Ink&Iron, and back with yet another multi-tool video with what has got to be the largest retail packaging I have ever seen on a tool. This is the Gerber Center Drive multi-tool. The channel has recently started advertising, and so I can actually afford to get new tools. Upcoming will be a lot of multi-tool comparison videos, so that should be pretty fun for you EDC people. And for people who like fountain pens and writing and whatnot, I do plan on doing more of that. This is just the sort of top viewed content on the channel, so I wanted to pad that a little bit before I start getting a little more niche in my subject matter. But here you go, Gerber Center Drive, and for whatever reason they wanted the tool to be open with the center drive feature showed off. I guess because they wanted to spend more on packaging, because you know you're paying for an extra 3 inches of packaging here, kind of unnecessarily, but that's sort of a nitpick. Let's cut this guy open and get inside. And my opening tool was off of the Victorinox Swiss tool Spirit X. This is a lovely multi-tool I've also shown on the channel. If you want to see my initial impressions, that video is up, so go check it out in my multi-tools playlist. But the Gerber Center Drive, I was pretty excited about this tool. Based on all the other tools I've gotten recently, I am expecting like there to be a bunch of oil on it somewhere. And if there isn't, that means Gerber is a little more confident in their rust prevention, at least as far as their tools go. So yeah, I have not handled one of these before ever, so if I'm fumbling with it, I'm sorry. Quick look at the sheath. It looks to be like a coyote tan. Okay. Is this the tool information? What is this? Don't impale yourself on it? Okay, sure. I don't think I'll do that. Pretty experienced with multi-tools. More Velcro. I'm not sure why these companies insist on using Velcro rather than snaps, which would be more durable, but okay. Looks like we have room for the bits and the tool itself, so that's kind of cool that there's a dedicated slot for the bits. What is this? Molly/Alice compatible security on the back here, or belt loop, right? You could easily snap this over your belt. I do like when there's a snap so that I don't have to like thread it onto my belt. That's one of my gripes with the Victorinox sheath. But yeah, just heavy denier nylon, probably it's at least 500 if not 1000 but denier. Yeah, good stuff. And this is all stretchy, like this is solid, this is stretchy. So, interesting. If you like sheaths, you know, this one's pretty basic as far as they go. And the bit kit, okay, it's got that kind of rubberized finish, that's fine. I like that there's a little grab handle, that's convenient. And then no adapter, right, just bits, and standard 1/4 inch, I think. Yeah, they're hard to see in this lighting. We'll set them to the side for now. Let's take a look at this. Is there a slot open on this bit holder? No. Okay. So this is our standard bit that's in here. Looks like a number 2 Phillips. It is on the center drive, and let's see. There's a little button here. Can we slide these plier heads in? Can we? Oh, yep. It's moving. Okay. So the center drive's whole thing is that this is literally centered, right, for the handle, so that it acts like a normal screwdriver. Makes sense. How do I close it? Ah, unlock. Oh, that's handy. Boom. Okay. Folds against the tool. Very nice. What is this? This is another unlock. For what? I don't know yet. Again, initial impressions are all about figuring out a tool a little more intuitively than just like reading the packaging or whatever. Let's see. How do I... Okay, that's the plier heads. They are spring-loaded. And you can hear some stuff moving around, but it's mostly this lock mechanism. That feels pretty solid. Replaceable tungsten carbide cutters, and they can be rotated, so once you wear them out a little bit, you can rotate and get a fresh side on there. Okay, here's our oil. Does appear to be a hardwire notch here at the back part. From the testing I've seen on YouTube on other channels, these are not the best hard wire cutters, but soft wire should be fine. We will do extensive multi-tool testing on this channel coming up soon, and so yeah, we'll check that out for sure. The black coating is definitely wearing off, so I may have to hit this with like a brass brush and get the initial shed over a little bit faster. The shape of these plier heads is very interesting. Let me turn up the brightness a little bit, try and get a better view. Okay, we turned up the brightness a little bit. It's kind of hard to see these plier heads because they are very deeply black coated. Very, very tactical black, in my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, the jaws seem to come together pretty well. They are just slightly off center, not a big deal. We'll probably pluck hair. Let's see. Yeah, that'll pull hairs out, no problem. So you can keep, if you're like me, you can keep your eyebrows from growing together. That's something I'm always working on. Okay, where are the other tools? Okay, we're nested in the handles here. So let's see what we have. Here's one of the main tools. It does have clearance, and the pliers hold themselves open because of the spring mechanism, so that's pretty nice. Alright, that explains our slide lock here. This is a file. Let's see, double cut on one side, single cut on the other. Feels decent. And do we have any edge? Nope, no edge, so you can't use this as a metal saw, unfortunately. Wow, why not, Gerber? Seriously, why not? It's such an easy addition. You didn't bother putting a, flathead driver on here, which I'm kind of happy about. A file is a very useful tool on its own without compromising the tip of it and sort of encouraging people to pry with it. A file should just be a file, but adding a metal saw is a pretty nice addition. So, okay. Looks pretty good, nice generous size on it, and the hole doesn't go all the way through, which I kind of like. What is next to it? So this is like a nail nick pull. It's quite firm. Okay, this appears to be the awl, and it is pretty sharp. Can you see how it's ground there? It does taper down, right? So very, very pointy on the tip. Ooh, yeah. You can feel that one bite into my hand pretty good. Very small. Very, very small. But if you gotta slam a jam into something, I guess this will do the trick. I'd like to compare it to the Leatherman awl in the upcoming multi-tool test. That'll be a fun one. Do an awl comparison. This tool's a little bit more complex and apparently a little more robust. So this is a bottle opener, obviously, this part. This part is a nail puller and even has an angled feature here for getting under a nail and pulling it up. Not a lot of tools have a dedicated pry mechanism. Okay, so this explains why the file is a sensible file, because they have a prying tool right here. Okay, does take up quite a bit of real estate in the handle, so I hope it works well, because it really, at this point, needs to justify how much room it takes up. I'm sure the bottle opener feature works just fine. It's pretty hard to not open a bottle with, literally any tool on a multi-tool. We do have a serrated blade, and is that a hollow grind? Oh, thank you, Gerber. Thank you for a freaking hollow grind on a knife blade. Like, come on, other multi-tool knife companies. Let's go. Yeah, that should cut pretty well. It is a hollow saber grind on both sides, and then one side has a just serrated with a sheep's foot ending. So you're not gonna, this is more of like a safety cutter, strap cutter type situation. That's cool, respect that. Always like having redundant blades on my multi-tool, which I think, yeah, we do have a plain blade over on this side, and ooh, she's a biggin'. Wow, look at the size of that thing. And also a hollow grind here. Oh, thank you, Gerber. Seriously, it is nice to see a full-size blade on here. And you know what? I have the Leatherman. This is my Surge. Love this thing. And would you look at that? They're basically the same size. Wow. Okay. As a guy who uses the knife on his multi-tool as much as any of his other standalone knives, this is great to see. I am ready to use this right now, honestly. I just don't have anything to cut. Let's see. Got some cardboard here from the packaging. Oh, this is so I don't steal it, I guess. That's cutting cleanly through some cardboard. This is just light, very light cardboard, but okay, we've got some potential here, people. Nice solid lockup, no lock rock, and just a simple liner lock mechanism. It's a bit stiff at the pivot, but I'll probably lube it up with some Tough Glide or something. Okay, and then there was one other tool hiding in here, but in order to get to the inner tools, you have to deploy the pliers. Keep that in mind if you're looking for quick access mechanisms in here. And how do I release you? I can see a flat bit in here. I just don't know how to get at it. How do I do this? Well, okay, put my Leatherman away. Let me consult the packaging here. So the packaging did not help me. Let me see. I really don't know, guys, how to access this extra bit. Oh, okay. I just had to do it harder? Yeah, it's just kind of a very sticky little mechanism. That is not a super comfortable ledge to try and work that out with. Yeah, not a fan of that. Tends to bite into my thumb. Is that it? It just kind of pokes out and holds a bit. Maybe? Let go of it. Come on. Am I missing something here? I'm sure I'm going to get so many comments like, wow, you're such an idiot. Like, yeah, dude, I know. I've never handled this tool before. Okay, a little 3/16 flat driver. So, deploy our center drive. And you can swap it out just like that. I do like the ability to carry another full-sized bit in the tool itself. Pretty handy, because who only uses one, driver bit all the time? God, this is not the smoothest sliding plier head ever. This is my first pair of sliding plier heads, by the way. So if you're like, wow, you seem pretty new at this, I am. I am, in fact, new at this. So, all right, deploying the driver, pretty simple. And that does feel pretty nice, that you can just turn it around much like a regular screwdriver. Okay, fan of that. I did want to try, before we go, sliding this with one thumb. Hey, look at that. Okay, was I like holding it wrong before? So, you can slide it with one thumb, and for some reason this works much better with just like one hand. Okay, lefty, just as easy. Great. Okay, tool is, at least upon initial impressions, fairly ambidextrous. That's good. Has no pocket clip, so it's not really going to be right or left hand carry necessarily. It's going to be sheath carry. So I think at least on the surface it is dual-handed. Come on. Struggles to move that very like last quarter inch or so. Interesting. Yeah, this could all use some lubrication basically, and you can see by the blackening on my hands that this black coating wears off pretty quick. So yeah, I think this will need a wash with maybe isopropyl alcohol, maybe mineral spirits I'll take to it just to get the bulk of this crap off of here. Because you can see by my Leatherman Surge that I did like a year ago, I did like isopropyl alcohol and I scrubbed the hell out of it with a brass brush. And you can see it's not quite black anymore, it's sort of a gunmetal gray. But it stopped shedding black because it shed black for like 4 years, and then I finally took it apart and scrubbed it, and now it's finally like a clean tool, and I think that might be the case here as well. But yeah, overall not too bad here on the Gerber Center Drive. I think I'll enjoy using it. I am curious to see how these cutters hold up. I haven't seen great things on other people's channel, but I'll try and put them through the ringer for you guys so that you can make an informed decision about what kind of multi-tool you want to add to your collection, or, you know, to your tool bag for work. Because, let's face it, the whole point of these things is to make our lives easier and, with any luck, put food on the table. Alright. And there you have it, the Gerber Center Drive, my first impressions. Thank you for joining me for more multi-tool videos, as well as just, you know, other EDC gear, stuff like that. Stick around, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.